All right, man, peace. So, brothers, as many of you know who've been on my channel long enough, every once in a while, intermittently, I will speak about Mr. Odell Beckham, the superstar wide receiver of the New York Giants. I'm on record as stating that I believe that he's a monarch athlete. I'm also on record as stating that I believe that the Giants should consider trading Mr. Odell Beckham. Why is that? Because to me, they're in a rebuild mode, or at least they should be. They have an old quarterback who they need to get rid of. Odell Beckham is 25 going on 26 years old, and he's not going to be willing to suffer or have patience with a young quarterback who needs time to grow. So I've stated that I believe the new face of the Giants should be this person right here, Mr. Saquon Barkley. Why is that? Not only because he has superstar potential, but he seems to be a relatively mature and well put together brother mentally. Well, I've been forced to rethink many of those assertions about Mr. Saquon Barkley once I saw this segment here. Saquon made an appearance outside of a club in Atlanta, and it's very obvious to me that the professional football NFL superstar life is starting to get to his head a bit. So, of course, they're going to talk about it. I'm going to chime in.
All right, here's some pretty shocking video of Saquon Barkley, the superstar running back of the New York Giants. That's my favorite player.
A lot of people say Van Lathan says the best running back in the NFL.
I would say that he's the most talented running back in the NFL. By the end of next season, he's going to be the best running back in the NFL. Right now, I'll probably have to give Mr. Todd Gurley of the LA Rams the slight nod over Saquon. But by the end of the season next year, without a doubt, Saquon will be the best running back in the NFL. Right now, he's the most talented. I mean, I waffle about it because the cat just has an ethereal level of ability out there on the field. But I still have to give it to Todd Gurley for now. For now.
Never said that, but he is probably the best running back in the NFL.
Yeah, but since he's not in the playoffs right now because the Giants were trash again this year.
Wow.
And mainly because they didn't score enough touchdowns because he didn't finish enough runs.
Exactly. He was great in fantasy.
Right.
He went up to the nightclub over the weekend, and we got him on video acting in a bizarre fashion for Saquon Barkley. He's not really known as an over-the-top, crazy guy. But here...
He's not known for that. But appearances can be deceiving. As we can see, this fool is out here passing out C notes to random people in the crowd. So it's very obvious that the professional NFL life is getting to his head. That ball till you fall mentality is something that is very pervasive in professional sports locker rooms, where these guys try to one up one another and, they try to play the magnanimous individual with a great amount of generosity, especially when they're trying to build up a cult of personality. They want to ingratiate themselves with the fans early on. Odell Beckham was the same way initially, but after about 3 or 4 years of superstardom, he is going to change. And I always reflect back to this because I remember this so vividly as a kid. MC Hammer and his rise to prominence. This dude literally gave away all of his money to the hood. I mean, this dude's bank accounts were empty. His pockets were dry, giving money back to the quote-unquote hood. And you know what all those people ended up saying about MC Hammer? When he wound up broke and destitute? What happened to your money? Why would you be so irresponsible with your money? But those are the same people that if MC Hammer or any other celebrity is not making a public spectacle of quote-unquote giving back, they'll claim that he forgot about the so-called black community, that he hates the skin he's in, that he's lynched, so on and so forth. So at the end of the day, the summation is that you can never be concerned about how people feel about you. All you can be concerned about is what you do. And as they say, it's better to teach a man to fish than to give him a fish. Because when you give somebody a fish, they're just going to come back the next day. That's why when you go to the park, there's always a sign in the park that says what? Don't feed the animals. Because when you feed the animals, they're just going to keep coming back.
Here he is outside of a nightclub called Red Rabbit, handing out $100 bills to people waiting in line because he just felt...
He's handing out $100 bills to people waiting in line. And I guarantee you the vast majority of those people don't even know who the hell he is and don't give a shit about him. This is very disturbing, man.
Felt bad for him and wanted him to have a fun night. So there it is, Saquon Barkley, just a man of the people making it rain.
No, he's not. He's a fucking idiot.
Rain on people waiting for the club.
A couple of things here. Number one, Saquon Barkley probably had a table inside this club. Could have easily got all of those people inside the club.
Ding.
The club, hang out at this table, have a great time.
None of those people are getting in the club.
None of them are getting in the club, and none of them give a shit about him.